Hey, it's that time of year, Thanksgiving, and that means turkey. I'm going to do a beer can turkey today. Now look, you're not going to take this beer and keep this big ginormous bird moist with it. It's all about the presentation in this cook. We're going to keep it moist by doing an injection. Another thing we're going to do today differently, hot and fast. That's right. I'm going to cook it up there around 350, 375. I'm starting late in the day. I don't have 5-6 hours to cook this turkey. Smoked apple pie turkey. Let's get this cook going. Got a 12.5 pound turkey here. What I've done is melted 4 tablespoons of duck fat. I'm going to use this as a binder, and duck fat will also help get this skin on this turkey crispy. Now, if you don't have duck fat, and if you don't want to purchase duck fat, then melt you down 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. Butter will work. I personally like duck fat better. And it looks like I'm not going to need all 4 tablespoons, so you could probably get by if you're making this. You can probably get by with 2 tablespoons. I'm going to use this PS apple pie barbecue seasoning. Now, if you don't have this, no worries. I'm going to put a recipe in the description box below this video where you can make an apple pie barbecue rub from scratch if you don't want to purchase this. Now, if you don't want to go to all that effort of making the rub, I'll put a link to this rub in our store, and you'll be able to go check it out. This has got cinnamon in it, all these nice fall flavors. Apple pie, of course, you can smell it. I know you guys can't. Let me turn it over, and we'll get this other side. And as soon as I get the turkey all seasoned up with this apple pie seasoning, we'll be right back for the next step. Got a can here. We've got some Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Now, another option, if you don't have one of these beer can chicken holders, go out and buy, you can buy single, those big beers. I don't know if they're 16 ounces or what they are. I don't buy them, but I've certainly seen them in the stores. You can buy those guys. What I'm going to do, you see I've got a holder here. We're going to pull this chicken. We're going to pull this turkey up. I'm kind of doing this away from me so you guys can see what I'm doing, and it's a little bit challenging, but we'll get it. And there we go. 1 turkey. Now, as you can see, pull this other glove off. We rubbed off some of our rub, no pun intended. So I'm just going to touch up our rub again. Now you have to decide what you want to do with these wing tips. Some people just cut them off. There's hardly no meat on them. You can let them get dark. I've done that. But they will definitely get darker than the rest of the turkey. In fact, by the time the turkey's done, they could actually get a little burnt. Like I say, there's no meat on there, but maybe you want it on there for presentation purposes or whatever. So you can just add foil to each one of these tips, and that'll keep them from burning up. But again, there's no, in my humble opinion, there's no practical reason to do this other than presentation. Now, there's our beer can turkey. Let's get it over to the cooker. You can see I've already got the fire going. I've got some peach wood. Now, it would be perfect to have Applewood here, but I don't seem to have any today. Now, I'm going to try the plate setter. I don't know if that turkey will fit in there or not. The plate setter raises the height like 1.5 inches to 2 inches. We'll see. There's our turkey. I don't think she's perfectly straight, but I don't know that it's going to matter how straight it is, right? And I'm going to use my meat stick today to monitor the temp. Let's get the lid down, get this cook going. I forgot a really important step that I want to do here. I want to inject this turkey. It's the very first thing I should have done before putting the seasoning on it. I'm running late today, getting this turkey in, trying to get it done before dark to finish the video. So we're going to inject it sitting right here on the grill. It's been on here about 10 minutes when the thought crossed my mind. But again, if you were doing this at home from scratch, what you want to do is inject the turkey, then put the seasoning on it. Just works out a little nicer. And in fact, if you don't have the duck oil and you don't want to put the butter, a little of the injection will always come out. And when it does, you can use that as your binder. So I'm just injecting the breast up, as you can see. And you see it's starting to run out. That means we have plenty in it. You can inject the thighs and stuff if you want, but because it's dark meat, it usually stays moist. I'm not going to worry about it. Just a couple more places here. And we're going to get the lid back down, and hopefully I won't forget to do anything else. I'm going to cook this turkey a little hotter today. I'm targeting 350. It's 351 it says, but 350. You can see I'm running about 372, so I'll close the vent a little bit more. You can see our turkey's up to 166. 2 hours, 5 minutes. This is the temperature of the grill here, right? You can see it ran mostly around it looks like about 370 for quite some time. This is our turkey temperature down here. You see it just creeped up. This dropped a couple times when I opened the grill to check on it. Let's get it off here. Take our foil off. You could take the turkey off the grill and then take the foil off, however you want to do it. Well, the leg came off anyway. So this turkey's going to be hot. Let's get her off here. Hey, so our turkey's been sitting here about 10, 15 minutes. You can see got a beautiful collar back here, right? Collar looks good here too. And then when we get around the front here, right here, it's a little bit too dark. And I suspect it was up near the top of that Kamado grill. It was probably getting too much heat right there on the skin. Otherwise, she looks pretty good. I make these smoking turkey videos and people always comment, is the skin crispy? Look, if you're cooking down around 225, 250, you are not going to get crispy skin turkey. So we did this hot and fast today. 350, the grill even ran 375 sometimes. I had a hard time dialing it in and keeping it there. Cooked in like just a little over 2 hours. Fastest turkey I've ever cooked. We're going to check this skin out in a minute. First thing we need to do is get it off this beer can holder. Okay, I can touch it. But the question is, how are we going to get it off here? There we go. It'd be better if it was a two-person job, two persons, but I don't have a second person. I'm going to sit this turkey here just a minute. Take the lid off this. Still pretty hot. Let me get the glove. Now, it's probably going to be challenging to see, but I'm going to try to show you. About half of that can of beer, I'm sorry if you can't see it the way I got the camera sitting, but half of it is still there, right there. All we're trying to do, right, you're not going to get enough beer out of there to give it moisture. What we're trying to do is get some of that flavor. And by the way, you saw I used the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Another good choice is an IPA. So now, let's get our turkey down like so. She is still hot. Take that leg, thigh off like so. Now, most folks know I'm a breast guy. Look at that turkey. Look, I wasn't going to try the wing first, but it looks so darn good. Let's give it a try. It's got a smoke flavor, even though it cooked quickly. Sorry, too big a bite. Juicy. And the skin's kind of nice. Now, let's cut a couple pieces off this breast. And we'll give it a try. Pretty tender. There's some moisture there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plenty of moisture from that butter injection. Now I want to give the skin, just the skin, a try. Right, we put that apple pie seasoning on there. Here's what our skin looks like. It's got a pretty good bite to it. It doesn't tear, so it's not crispy like a fried turkey. But it's definitely got a little bit of that cinnamon-y apple pie flavor on it. Pretty darn good turkey. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you and your family have a safe, a very happy Thanksgiving.